We're here with the new WBC Youth, WBF and WIBA World Champion, Kildare's Katelynn Phelan, after only 4 fights, to come to Germany and take all these titles. It's been a long journey for you. So tell us a little bit about your year this year. 'Cause you fought in February and then you went into COVID, so it might look like you might not fight for the rest of the year.
Yeah, so like you said there, I fought in February and not many people thought there'd be much fights throughout the year and like that, but then we got this massive opportunity. And we just could not take it.
Couldn't turn it down.
We couldn't turn it down. So, but training went really well. Like I stayed in training and I didn't stop. And me and Niall sat down and made a game plan for everything, and just what we could do.
And there was even a postponement from the first fight. It was supposed to be last month. It was postponed to this month. So that gave you another 4 or 5 weeks as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you think that was beneficial as well?
Oh yeah, massively. Like we were ready for that fight last time, but then I just looked at all my things that I was working on, and we sat down again as a team and we looked at what my strengths and weaknesses were throughout my last camp and what we could do to make them even more better for this camp. And everything was just improved. I was running faster, I was lifting heavier, my punches were a lot stronger. Like everything worked out perfectly how it was meant to. And I'm glad that it was postponed.
And you kept a lot of the stuff was kept low key. You put all your socials on private. All the videos of your previous fights were all taken down. So it was kind of like a surprise attack. Is that was kind of in your head? Yeah.
So we kind of guessed that they were underestimating me. So we decided that it'd be a great idea just everything go quiet. So all my fights were taken down. I think the only one that was up was my debut. And fights taken down, social media is private, nothing could be seen. So they didn't really know what to expect. All they could see was a 3-0 record. And we both fought the same opponent in our last fights. And that's all they looked at. They didn't know amateur records, they didn't know what I was fighting like, what I was training like. So we kept everything as a surprise attack.
And then coming over to Germany, you've only had 3-4 rounders. You're coming over to fight a German girl in her home city, in her home gym. She's unbeaten in 8. She's had 10 rounders. She's been heavily backed. She's been brought over to the WBC convention. She's had pretty much the red carpet treatment. Were you a little bit nervous? Or were you a little bit apprehensive?
It's like, of course, you're going to have the nerves and you're not going to know what to expect. Like, you're in a different country. But we just had to try to sit down and stay calm, stay relaxed. Like, coming over here a few days beforehand, everything was just so relaxed. I have a good team around me and everyone supported, especially everyone at home as well. It's like we just stayed relaxed as we could, and like I brought over the TV box that we have at home. So I had no TV at home, of course. But like I was sitting down, just chilling out, colouring, watching TV, just relaxing as much as we could. And deep down we all knew I knew that I would be world champion tonight. So.
Because before you went into the ring, seeing you here so relaxed, laughing and joking, getting your hands wrapped, a 20-year-old girl with 12 rounds of professional experience in this sort of situation, and you just completely took it in your stride.
It was a massive risk to come over here, but then I am a professional fighter. I signed up for it once I signed my contracts, and if you don't take opportunities like this and big risks, you're not going to get offered them again. So we had to take it with both hands, and I'm completely glad we did.
And then you got in there, national anthems, ding ding, and you just jumped on her.
I was focused. As soon as my head goes through them ropes and I get in the ropes, that's it. Everything's focused on punching and what I know I can do. I can control everything once I'm in that ring. It's all down to me then.
And could you feel even from the first round that I'm really dominant, this is all falling into place, I'm dominant here, I have her where I want her?
I knew exactly from the first punch. I knew from the first punch I threw. I actually, genuinely, I could tell by her eyes. So when we were touching gloves in the centre of the ring, she would look away, she wouldn't look at me. So that's how I knew I have her, like, this is my fight. So I just made her fight my fight. And
as the fight went on, you just clocking up all the rounds. Did you think you were going to get the stoppage?
I knew we'd get the stoppage. I knew it would be in the 6th round. I had that feeling, and I knew exactly that I would get a stoppage, that she wouldn't be able to handle the power that I actually had. So not many females will.
And when you looked across and she wasn't going to come out for the 6th round, What was the feeling?
I didn't even know. It still hasn't hit me yet.
Yeah.
It still hasn't hit me that I won these, and it's just unbelievable. It feels like a dream. It's like I was getting ready to go back in to fight, and my coach Niall, he was going down the steps, and I was like, Niall, quick, Niall, and he goes, what's wrong? I was like, look. So I literally had to point out to him, and he was like, oh shit, and I just started crying. So
yeah.
It's like
and now you have all these trinkets wrapped around you now. You know, this is what you worked for, really, isn't it?
But then again, it is only a stepping stone. I'm looking for the big things.
Yeah. So like, talk about what do you hope for next? What's the next step for you?
So next, I want to fight headline Goffs. So
that's in County Kildare, your home county.
Exactly. So Goffs get onto us, and I will headline a show there. So.
Yeah. Okay. Listen, congratulations! Unbelievable performance. You deserve everything, especially given the circumstances of the whole fight and where it is and everything. Really proud of you, and looking forward to even better things in the future.
Thank you.